All right, what's up, everybody? It's up, Blue. You probably not seeing my face today, but that's kind of good news. That means that we finally figured out how to do the screen capturing and the audio capturing on my computer. So hopefully, I can start doing a lot cooler tutorials, a lot more useful stuff. Hopefully, get into some mixing and things like that. But today, I figured I'd start it off with a short tutorial, or what should be a short tutorial that I've been wanting to do for some time now, and it's pretty simple. And you may have seen in the title that it's how to chop drum breaks, right? So this is more so geared for like boom bap producers, but I'm sure you could apply it to multiple genres. It's just that I feel like it works best in boom bap because um, I guess there's more of a objective or a goal or a desire to have a lot of swing in your drums rather than have stiff drums. But we're going to show you how to do both. So yeah, so method one, so there's basically two methods, sorry. So method one is you would chop each individual drum break. I mean, each individual drum hit as a one shot, right? And that's pretty simple. And you don't really have to think too much about it. You know, you'd obviously just go in and grab each piece that you want. So let's say we like that kick, although it's kind of ugly. So that, like right there. Grab that, and then we would probably grab, I think this is another kick, right? But we probably don't need that. So we'll just grab the snare, right? Then we're looking for a hi-hat now. I think here. That's one hi-hat. But I think there's a better one. Maybe this is it. Yeah, so we'll just grab that. That's pretty. Okay. And then we'll grab maybe one more kick. Let's grab this one. That one's kind of... I don't like that one too much. I think we already have one. So we'll just grab this one. Right, so that we have our kick with the cymbal on top, and then we have our low frequency kick, that deeper one. You can get as close or as far as you want. Let's zoom in. So usually you want to get right up here, but sometimes you leave a little delay just to add some extra groove if you like that. But yeah, so we'll go and make sure that everything's clean, no clicking. Yeah, so let's make sure that there's no crossing, no clicking. Alright, nice. So that's the first way, and then you would pretty much just arrange it however you feel like. So let's look at the samples actually. Let me zoom in. So this is what it actually like looks like in application. So you'll see it jumping around on the screen. Alright, so that's like one way. And that's usually how we have our drums set up. So like if you're buying drum kits or you're making your own drum kits, this is how you would do that. But one of my favorite things to do when I'm making like old school kind of beats, jazz beats or whatever, is I like to do the second method where instead of chopping each individual drum hit, I'm chopping sections. And that way, instead of taking away the feeling of the original drum break, I'm actually preserving that to an extent, and I'm still controlling what I want to do with the drum break, and I'm moving it to where I want it to go. So, you know, like I said, instead of chopping a tiny little piece of that, I would chop a bigger piece, right? And so what you get is when, let's say you play let's say you arrange your drums just to be like a little bit faster than the original BPM, what you'll get is a lot of extra little like kicks at the end of your sample, and it's gonna kind of act as a ghost note, you know, and so it has more swing, and Yeah, so basically you'll start to like, as you start to mess with this and you start to do it yourself, you'll notice that it adds some character to your drums, to your drum arrangements and stuff like that. Might not always be the best thing. Like I said, I don't always do it. I usually just do it when I'm sampling or I'm making some kind of old school beat, or some boom bap, whatever. But I don't typically, like, if I'm making like a beat with trap drums, I'm not really doing this because with those kind of drums, typically you want them to be really on the grid, so you don't really want to deviate from the timing that's already in place in your DAW. But like I said, if you make old school hip hop or whatever you do, this might come in handy, so try it out. So here we go. So we'll grab that beginning piece, and then just like last time, I'll grab the kick, but instead of cutting it off, we'll kind of let it ride for a little bit. So So in this case, we're capturing the snare and that little hi-hat that pops up at the end. Yeah, pretty. All right, so and then here. And we want to grab that last kick, that last snare. So this might be a little later. Oh. Take the end here. So we might even So if you play it like that, sorry, I've been sick, so my voice is going. But if you play it like that, it's basically just a loop of the original drum break. Right, so you're playing that same exact tempo, but you could even speed it up, so. Or you can play with it a little bit, so. So right there, you could already see that it has a lot more feeling than this original one. Which would still work in a lot of cases, but you would have to process the drums a little bit more just to kind of get some extra punch and stuff like that. Maybe one day I'll go over some drum processing tips and ways to mix your drums, but for now, I just wanted to keep it focused on how to chop your drums so that you can have a little bit of freedom, and you could also maintain the character of your drum break and the groove and the feel that was already present, and you don't have to make it sound all computery and choppy and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. My name is L Blue. It'd mean a lot to me if you guys subscribed. I plan on doing a lot more of these videos, especially now that I've figured out how to record my voiceover, the system audio, and the screen capturing all at the same time. So I'm hoping to do a lot more of these, like I said. If you guys have any suggestions or anything that you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments, and I'll get to that as soon as I can. But yeah, other than that, have a good day. I hope you guys learned something today, or you guys took something away that you could use in your own production. And yeah, so thanks a lot. Take care.